So something actually happened on my way from work today that got me like thinking. I was going to get on the bus, and usually like when you get on the bus, you tap your card, like your transport card. I got on the bus, so my card was nowhere inside. I had to look for it for a few minutes. And this driver, this gentleman, patiently waited. Until I found the card, like even when I brought out like my purse, brought out my card, it didn't move an inch until I actually tapped. I just got me thinking, like on the surface, it looks like, oh, this man is patient, he's so patient, this and that, but it just got me thinking how the fact that I've met a lot of people that would have tried to like, just sneak me on the bus without like paying or without like tapping their cards or something. And then it just kept him, guarded at that point. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to be one of those people or if I actually had a card or if I was actually going to pay. And it just got me thinking about how important it is to actually be discerning, like to not look at things from the surface. I mean, I might be wrong about the whole scenario, I know, but that was just how it came to mind. And just thinking about the fact that people can actually present in a certain way that seems nice, that seems good, but actually they're wrapping up their trauma beautifully. I mean, like that's the best way I can think to say it. Like, and to you it may seem like, oh, it's such a good whatever, and then later they exhibit some attitude that you actually not get to like connect the dots and see, oh, okay, so there's actually trauma hiding somewhere behind the like kindness, or patience, or like good attributes, and how detrimental that could be. If it was actually like an important thing. I mean, for me, it didn't matter whether it was this driver or that driver, or as long as I just got to my house. But what if it was like a very important decision, like a life partner, a business partner, something like that, could have been detrimental to actually look on the surface and see the kind, patient, loving person, and then start to unwrap or unravel the trauma later on. I just want to encourage you, sharpen your gift of discernment. That especially as a believer, you need to really rely on the Holy Spirit when you're communicating with people, when you're making important decisions, making big decisions. Don't look on the surface. Like the Holy Spirit, is all knowing. He sees everything. So, who better? Like, what better cheat code do you actually need? Outside of that. So, yeah, that's my encouragement to you today. So, on to the next. Bye.